10 years and some 17 films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe culminate in our next film we're going to review, which is Avengers Infinity War. The Avengers all have to battle the super strong Thanos, who was first teased at the end of the first Avengers movie, in a battle for the Infinity Stones, and to, of course, save the world, as happens in
the universe.
The universe, yes. Thank you.
Don't forget that.
The universe this time. We got to step it up because now we're 18 films in. So epic battles follow, lots of humor, a ton of superheroes, and this film is directed by the Russo brothers, who did the first Civil War, who did Civil War and the second Captain America film, The Winter Soldier, and this film is way more successful and accomplishing what it wants to do than I think it has any right to, considering it has 16 superheroes to juggle around. It's done very smartly the way they divide the groups up. The characters play well off of each other, which is one of the things that I think everyone was looking forward to. And not surprising to me at this point, but even the emotional notes, the story, it has a real story. Thanos is an awesome villain. I love this film. When I first saw it, I thought maybe a couple pacing issues. It felt like maybe I was going to give it a 3.5 out of 4 stars, but I watched it again, and I think I loved it even more the second time, maybe because I didn't have the worry and the weight of what was going to happen. So now it's a 4-star superhero film for me. Doesn't get better as far as summer popcorn films go. I love this movie.
I liked it too, surprisingly enough. I've long bemoaned the unending number of superhero movies we get. I think they're contractually obligated to make one like once every 3 months. Yes. And that is far too many. It never ends. I mean, it's just like, I don't know, but I like this movie too. Not as much as you did, but I find it interesting, because they change things up. You have Iron Man and Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. You have Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy. You have,
the Earth team, which is
exactly.
The rest of them.
You have Captain America and Black Panther, and so that's what makes it a lot of fun. Plus, the Russo brothers, unlike Joss Whedon, who's, let's just say, he's just some geek who got lucky, but he's not much of a writer or a storyteller. But the Russo brothers, they know what they're doing. And the audacity to juggle all these different characters and the cojones to actually think they can pull it off, and they did. That is impressive. The action scenes are a lot of fun. It's at times very funny. I can't give it a 4 out of 4. I'm giving it a 3, but I recommend the movie without reservations.
Okay.
One thing I liked about this movie is the audacity of the end. I mean, everyone was talking about the ending, but no one was giving it away. I was like, where are they going to go with this? I mean, obviously, without giving too much away, it's interesting to see what they're going to do with the sequel, because it leaves a few things hanging. It's like, how are they going to tie this all up? Obviously, it's probably not going to be as bleak as it is at the end of this movie, because every other superhero has, a lot of stuff to do. I'm really not trying to give this away, but then again, everyone and their mother has seen it already, so we may have to put a spoiler warning, but I'll be as vague as possible. But it's interesting to see where they're going to go next with it. I'm actually intrigued, although not waiting with bated breath for Avengers Infinity War Part 2.
Well, actually, they said that this is not going to be, the next film is not Avengers Infinity War Part 2. This is a standalone film, and so that ending, while everything's not going to stick or things are going to change, it's, in a way it's a cliffhanger, but also in a way, thinking about the last scene where with the villain, I mean, that's the story.
Yeah.
That's way different than anything you expect from not just a superhero movie, almost any movie to have.
Yeah, especially one with a $300 million plus budget.
Right. Yeah. So the chance that they took with that, I mean, people likened it to Empire Strikes Back to have that sort of that dark ending. And yeah, there's more to come to the story, so that alleviates it somewhat. But it hit people hard.
Yeah.
And so the Russo brothers have used the word game changer for for superhero movies. I think it's
see it
good because now you can have a lot more weight and suspense to these scenes when you do not automatically know that everything's going to be okay.
Right. You mentioned The Empire Strikes Back, and this is not in that same league. It really isn't. I mean, this is fun popcorn entertainment. It doesn't rise to the level of Nolan's Batman trilogy, which transcends the superhero genre and becomes like a cinematic landmark unto itself. Let's say The Dark Knight, for example, is a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah.
But this doesn't come close to that level, and I don't think it even tries to, and that's fine. This is entertaining as a popcorn movie, and I liked it, to my surprise. I've gotten really bored by the superhero movies, but especially MCU, because it never stops. But I liked it. I did.
Right, yeah. And I think we should just talk just a little bit more about Josh Brolin, who is just
good. He's good.
Yeah. I mean, really, I think it's the CGI it's come to the point where you can see the actor and the emotion coming through the characters, which means so much.
Gollum in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, we mentioned him. He was probably the first one I felt was a complete success, to where I wasn't a fully CGI character who I could
Jar Jar Binks.
That doesn't count. Who I could forget that I was watching a computer animation and just enjoy the story what the actor was trying to portray. But anyways, I like we did here, his agent, kudos to him, because now he's Cable this month.
Yeah.
In Deadpool, so Thanos and Cable.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. So he's firing on all cylinders, and anyways.
And he deserves it. He didn't start out very strongly with movies like The Goonies and Mimic and Halloween. He was kind of wood in those movies, but now I think everything changed for him when he started No Country for Old Men. His career took off like a lightning bolt, and he's just nailed one extraordinary performance after another, and he deserves it. I really enjoy seeing him on screen, and he really does a lot of good stuff with this role.
Yeah, I'm expecting obviously he's gonna be on everyone's radar big time, including like young people who don't watch No Country for Old Men type films.
Yeah.
Because of his roles in these. But I'm expecting him. He could move into being a box office draw to some
right. He was really good in Milk as well.
So, yeah. Right. Yes. Yeah. And, one of our favorite films last year.
Only the Brave.
Yes.
Yeah. He should have gotten an Oscar nomination for that role.
Right.
He really should.
We knew he wasn't going to, but he should have. Yeah.
Anyway.
Right.
So yeah. See Avengers Infinity War.
Absolutely.
It lives up to the hype. Well, mostly.
Yeah.